Alright, let's get this started pronto. Ain't no time like the present. Ooh. Main goal today is going to be to do that stupid weekly. You know the one. This one. So we need to kill 1800 people. Well, mobs. I guess if we're fast enough, maybe we can do the next rift as well, but the main goal is going to be this very thing. Hopefully the abyss is not too insane right now. And you know, maybe we meet some people. But hopefully not too many people here. Boom. Any information about the patch other than your latest video? The one tomorrow? The one tomorrow we're gonna get the dev live. Well, tomorrow. So like 17 hours from now, we'll get the dev live that's gonna give us the information. Unless you mean the one that we currently have, in which case, and that was most of it. I mean, there was a couple of things, but you know, I'm assuming you mean the patch we're getting tomorrow. Now we do know most things about tomorrow's patch, but we're also expecting a few other stuff, and there's also like undisclosed like thing they have talked about in the past, which should be coming with this patch, but they haven't like confirmed that we're coming like in this patch, like the DPS meter, for example. So yeah. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be Stigma change, extra Stigma slot, Chaos Abyss, PvP damage calculation changes. Allegedly DPS meter. Probably some sanctuary changes. Yeah. Just wondering any more leaks about specific schemas. We do have some information about skills that were added into the client. That have been getting updated basically for the better part of last month. But we don't have confirmation that these are going to be the exact skills that are going to be added. Probably, but we don't know for sure. Doing that into content. But the surprise your channel ain't bigger, but hopefully one day. I mean, ultimately, right? There's just there isn't a big audience of people who are actively playing the game right now in the West, right? Like, most people who played the game on Taiwan and Korea, they played for like a month just to check out the game, and they're probably gonna be back when global releases, you know what I mean? So I'm not really expecting anything to happen when it comes to my channel until global. For the time being, I'm basically mostly doing this for the love of the game, and just to bring like a different approach to content creation when it comes to this game, because just like you and just like anybody else, I was a bit disappointed in the state of content creation for this game, so that is why I am doing what I'm doing. Now, I do want to do more stuff, but a lot of the videos that I want to make are pretty reliant on the patch being stable, so you know. But yeah. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Brother, I'm sorry, but unfortunately you're doing ZDPS. Yeah, I hate to see it. But yeah, perhaps one day, we'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, when it comes to the... back on the topic of the stigmas, I mean, if you look through on my Discord, on like previous data mines, and I think I mentioned a couple of them on like previous patch note videos as well, you will see those skills, yeah. Now, first of all, they've been getting like modified basically every week. You know, so sometimes to big extent, sometimes just to tweak a few things. But again, we don't know for sure that these are the ones I'm going to get, so yeah, just take it with a grain of salt, basically. Like, Cleric used to be a self-res, and now it's a thing that prevents people from dying or something. Late to stream today? Usually on Mondays I don't stream, so this is a bit of a bonus stream today. I'm just doing like a short bonus stream while I'm doing this, since I stopped a bit like 40 minutes earlier yesterday, you know. Because my arm was kind of killing me. I'm still struggling a bit with my my right shoulder today, but it's you know, I'm managing. Now, just because there wasn't any stream doesn't mean I was slacking off, though. Did some prep work for stuff for next week, and I also went and worked on my PvE gear a little bit. Once again, prep work for the next Sanctuary. Although, I'm honestly fully expecting that they're probably gonna bring forward some sort of, like, nerf to Sanctuary next week. I would expect, right? Now, whether it's a direct nerf or it's an indirect nerf, just by the, you know, just by essence of the fact we're gonna get one additional stigma and stuff like that, we'll see. But yeah, either way, I'm doing my due diligence. That guy was holding down the one button and like, that's it. To go for Horn Guard or Ebony? Well, it depends on what you can afford, my guy. That is the big question, right? Ultimately, if you can afford to fail a craft, like fail an Ebony craft, a Horn craft, go for Horned. If you're more frugal, you don't swipe, you have limited resources, so on and so forth, then go for Ebony. Was a 3500 nerf? It wasn't a nerf. It only brought down the item level requirement to enter, but the content itself did not change. It's the same. You can all just access it from like an earlier item level, which, quite frankly, you don't even want to really do, because even at like 3700, like the old item level requirement, you're getting one shot by most things, unless you have a Chanter plus Templar in your group, right? So, yeah. The assassin still? I feel like these guys are botting. Oh, would you look at that? I should have killed the Sorg first, to be honest. Yeah, they also have the Giga buff, so I need to be careful. Templar plus Templar in the same group don't work for Foreigner because of ping and low DPS. Why wouldn't it? Templar does the same DPS as a DPS class. It just kind of quite literally just brings you utility. And Chanter, you kind of want to Chanter anyways, so it doesn't bring your DPS low. And also, by the way, like just to be clear, the mini bosses don't have DPS checks, right? So it quite literally doesn't matter. Yeah, this buff is insane. Like, when it comes to progging the new sanctuary, like, unless you're actively going for third boss clear, you just want to go for safety. Like, that's the most important thing. There's no DPS checks anyways. 2700 sanctuary can be cleared by 3200 geared party while worrying about mechanics. This new 3500, even with 4k, it's hard to clear. Yeah, because it's not really 3500, right? It's still 3700 baseline requirement. So you can, just like the old sanctuary, you can probably face roll with 4.2, right? Similarly. Although I wouldn't necessarily say face roll, because it does have a couple more involved mechanics compared to the first sanctuary that actually requires like the entire group to be here. But yeah, like if you're going with anything under than 3.9 and a proper comp, you will be getting one shot by just almost everything. Like if you don't have at least a Chanter in your group, like either a Chanter or a Templar, you're just looking to die basically. The thing is, Templar doesn't really have less DPS than a DPS class. Like, it's very on par. Like, Templar is very, very strong right now. So you might as well take the free utility, you know? Also, Templar buffs the DPS of the rest of the group, right? Like, it's very far from being a sitting duck. I have 7500 attack on my Templar, but due to ping, it's hard to perform. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're, like, really geared, even with hyping on Templar, you're still like dishing out like over 120k, right? Like ultimately, especially for fights like these that don't have DPS checks, it literally doesn't matter. The utility is the thing that matters, because don't look at it in the sense that XD, ping, ping, low DPS, so on and so forth. Look at it in the sense that your mitigation keeps the Cleric alive. And the Cleric being alive is literally the only thing that matters. Literally nothing else matters. Native Templars are broken as fuck? Yeah. I mean, anything with less than 10 ping right now is just fucking insane, right? Admittedly. Nice, two guys. Going away. Did you kill the new sanctuary? Who, me? No. We're still probing in the second boss. Like, the second boss is being problematic because we don't have the right comp. Like, we're losing people to any fucking random telegraph that the boss does, because it does like 50k, because the second group doesn't have mitigation. Like, the comp that we have is doubling our proc time, basically, like, across the board. Now, that being said, we did make good progress on the second boss regardless, right? It's just a matter of basically no mistakes allowed from the clerics, right? Which is pretty difficult when everything one-shots you, and in my case you have 200 ping. But we're slowly getting there. We did get to the slime mechanics a couple of times, so it's just next week basically we're just looking for cleanup. Yeah. What is the S tier comp for new sanctuary? I mean, Cleric, Templar, Chanter, and then a good DPS, right? It's really that simple for both groups. Like, and in general, and for everything in the game, this is the best comp, right? Like, the final DPS can be an assassin, an elementalist, like, doesn't really matter. Just like a solid juice DPS. The other time when you did the 20% 6 transfer, how many attempts did you take? The 20%, the 20% one took like 8, I believe. The one that took me the most was the 60% transfer. That one took me 9 attempts. Yeah. And like Ludra, this one needs voice comms. For the mini bosses, I wouldn't say you need voice comms. No. I wouldn't say so. I think everything is very solvable without voice comms. We're just like, you know, you need. Okay, basically you need to have an agreed upon strat, right? Is all. Like you need people to be assigned to proper shit, which I guess you didn't really need to do that on the first sanctuary, but beyond that you don't actually need voice comms. Voice comms helps though, like especially on stuff like, let's say on the first boss, the orbs mechanic. With voice comms, you can actually recover a situation where you have multiple people dead going into the mechanic, right? By just agreeing that X person takes 2 orbs, right? And replaces X person. Without voice comm, that's a bit harder, but overall, you don't need. And for me, it took me 7-8 hours for 20%. Honestly, that's not too bad, right? Considering it doesn't build pity, right? So it's just a flat 20% every time. That just ignores your previous experience, so even though technically speaking you would be expecting a 1 in 5, like getting it within 10 I think is pretty reasonable. Wait, 40% transfer was just 3 vote tries. I mean, at the end of the day, it's luck, right? I got pretty lucky on my inheritances for sure, but I mean it's fine. It doesn't really matter anyways. You're literally just like spending dungeon goals into this. Not that bad. Oh, I know this guy. I don't need to. That. I will do that though. I'm probably dead on that actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'm forced to spend too many resources with this stupid buff, man. Like, I shouldn't have to Defiance on these, but I have to. I'm taking too much damage. Yoda Paro. But honestly, I would like to see the inheritance system change a bit, because it's pretty clear the failure rate was kind of only added because of the Kina cost initially. So since they removed it, there's not much of a reason for it to exist, right? Stream sniping? I mean, it's fine. Doesn't really matter too. Honestly, it doesn't matter anyways. I had to go on before the reset? Yeah, GG's. Like, the Abyss buff is really, really violent. Like, I'm trying to hold my Defiance, I can't though. Like, the extra damage taken is a bit too much. Yo, Shade. I'm doing alright. Doing quite fine. How about you? My old talk mate, man, heroic book. Oh damn. Depending on dungeon gear, full wise, should I craft the heroic guard for him? I mean, if you can afford to do so, yeah. Like, go for it. Like, obviously, it's gonna be biz for a while, right? Like, they removed the Emperor gear from the game, so... And we're probably not gonna see them again until Season 4. At least I would expect so, Some cosmetic rewards like weapon skins, ranking players. Yeah, I mean, I think the way they had it set up in Season 1 was fine. Like with the wings, the mounts and everything, like I think that was fine. I think they need to do more of that. Now, if they don't want to do new rewards every season, they can just like reuse old rewards, right? Like it doesn't really matter. Like it's just a bit lame right now that all of the seasonal stuff is just kind of gone in this season. It doesn't really like push you to actually push your ranks, especially with how wacky the season has been when it comes to ranking adjustments and balance and everything. Rifting since Tuesday, currently. Yeah. Rifting is pretty good now. Like if you're matched against a server that has a couple of people that flag up, it's actually quite good. Eight characters to make 300, 400 mil, I mean... Yeah, I mean, again, if you... Is this guy fucking serious? Just... Again, if you can afford to do so, go for it. Like, the reason why I'm not going for Horn Dragon gear personally is just... While I still have shit to upgrade, I don't want to, like, gamble my resources away, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to risk losing, like, 300-400 million into a craft. And I still have other shit to enhance, right? Yeah, just go away, dude. Well. Oh, general. Look at that. A general with the Abyss buff. Yeah, that's gonna be great, isn't it? Yes. Great. The fucking rank 6 Trinial my ass. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, this buff is quite potent, isn't it? I literally cannot even fucking do damage to this guy. That's funny. XD. Men dead and the PV flag. Yeah. People do that a lot. I try and one once. I mean, we can fight again. Like if you want to keep coming, I don't mind. Genuinely. I'm just doing this mind-numbing fucking weekly while enjoying having to fight people with a fucking 20% PvP buff because this shit is not only active in Siege for some reason. I still don't understand why they did that. It's so fucking stupid. Like, as if Abyss wasn't trash enough, right? And thank you for the phone, yeah. Like, as if Abyss wasn't trash enough, they also make it so the quote-unquote losing faction permanently has an insane PvP buff. It's like, oh, please, just end me. But like, if you want to fight, like, I don't mind. I genuinely do not mind. Problem with hero gear is rerolling that shit costs so much. Yeah. It's like the rerolling has gotten better with the reroll stones from dungeons, right? But the Soulbind Codex stuff, though, like that is fucking tragic. It's really bad. Like, getting your Soulbinds to max level, this shit sucks. Empty forward, about 97 hero go. Damn. I would not do that. If I'm gonna be honest, like this Gamba, I usually Gamba my shit. This one Gamba is not good. Brother. Ah yes, rank 9 Elementalist nuking me for 90% of my health in one attack. Excellent. Very good. Yeah, this buff is fine, guys. This buff is fine. Like the heroic stones, I typically only go for the 100% craft. Like the Gamba one is like the 33% one, right? Like this one is a bit rough. I mean, if you really don't need the gold sink stones, then I guess, right? Like if you don't mind spending money. But yeah. By the way, guys, this is basically gonna be the stream. Like I'm gonna be dead ass. This is just me farming 2,000 mobs for the upcoming 2 hours and just chatting with you guys. So I hope you don't mind. Not really any high octane stuff planned today, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm just kind of getting this shit out of the way before the end of the week. I'm honestly just mostly waiting for next week. Like, I kind of didn't care too much about this week in general. Like, knowing that a bunch of changes that I'm really looking forward to are coming next week, I kind of went into this wing being like, eh. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm not really rifting too much. That's why I'm not really doing much PvP or anything, right? I'm just kind of waiting for next week. And if they botch the patch next week, then it is what it is, you know? I'm not even like seeking to kill these guys. Also, yeah, nice. I'm really glad this has anti-heal. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I just hate it's not even just the buff, it's just this meta in general where you're getting stunned and you always have to press Defiance. Like 99 times out of 100 you have to press Defiance because of this stupid fucking bursty meta where half of the classes are just holding down one button and it just drains your HP bar at the speed of fucking light. Like, this is the one thing I'm really hoping is gonna change with next week. It's like, I'm trying to give some thought into it, but I shouldn't. How come you didn't get stuck into Bakama like all of EU players did? Because I haven't been playing MMOs for 1 month, and every single time Westerners decide to quote-unquote invade a foreign server to check out a game, like in Korea or otherwise, that server is dead within a month for multiple reasons, right? Like, because typically people just like check out the game, right? And then they leave, right? So I didn't want to play on a server that was destined to fail. Also, you don't really want to surround yourself with people who are suffering the same ping problems as you. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to have a winning, especially in a faction game like this, you don't really want you don't really want people around you to be handicapped the same way you are. Like that's just how it is. You're just being obnoxious, dude. Like, just fucking go away. So that's why when the decision came to pick a server for this game, I looked at every single server the foreigners, like the Westerners, were interested in, and I picked the one that they never mentioned, and I went for it. And you know what? I came out all the way the better from doing this. Like, I dodged the DDoS problems, I dodged the community drama, I dodged the Exodus, and now I'm being chilling. Now, is it a bit lonelier because I don't have other, like, I don't have a big English community on the server? Maybe, but I don't really care because this game is not very community driven, so yeah. Doesn't matter. And like, I ended up there was just enough people on this server to get a pre-made going for Century and stuff, right? So I'm not really losing out at the end. Big W, yeah. I mean, and I kind of told this to people before the game came out that, you know, going on those big community servers and community Discord and everything, like, it sounds nice on paper, but in practice, this is how it always, like, plays out. Been playing Iron 1 NA retail since 10 plus years. The NA global player standards comparing to these Taiwan players, average time player and beat NA player plus 9 miles. I'm not gonna say this to sound arrogant or anything, but when it comes to Ion, and honestly when it comes to basically every MMOs I've ever played, North American players are very loud, they are not very committed to the games they play, they're usually very mediocre on average. Like, in terms of Western communities, if you want to play with people that are actually gonna play the game for more than 2 weeks, and are not gonna bitch about everything every 5 minutes, and will actually stick with the game, you want to play with EU players. And even within EU, there's like tiers, you know, of like regions that tend to stick with games more than others. But when it comes to MMOs, NA players are usually not the ones you want to play with, for sure. Yeah. And I'm not saying this to be mean or anything. I'm just 100% honest, like honest to God. This has just been my experience playing MMOs, say for like 20 years. Can confirm this as an NA player, yeah. Doesn't matter, all content is cross-server, cross-race, yeah, exactly. Basically right now the only thing that matters is that you're on a server that does okay in Siege, so you get more corridors. Like, that's the only thing that matters. Faction doesn't matter. Like, none of this matter. It's all the corridors. I concur, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? Now, regardless of what the reason is, right? Well, whether it's the freedom, you know, the freedom virus, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, that typically tends to be the case. I guess maybe it's because NA players tend to not give as much of a shit, perhaps. Now, that's not to say that there's not good NA players, right? Like, even on Iron 1, I could name NA players that were actually pretty good and noticeable, right? But I'm just talking about the average. He's always more sweaty, yeah. Did the same research, most populated server Taiwanese and Zenru. Yeah. That was just the play right now. It very much is a case of when in Rome, do as the Romans. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I'm playing Iron, NA, retail, 240, especially during Prime. 22% beat me, yeah. I mean, I played on them. I didn't play much of NA Iron 1. I played a little bit, I mostly play on NA Classic, right? And now NA Classic wasn't very popular in NA, and also I joined in a bit late, but what I can tell you from my experience on NA Classic is that out of 10-15 years of playing Iron 1, this one specific server was by far, by a very large margin. And again, I'm not, don't take this as me being arrogant or anything. I'm just, again, it's just pure raw data, right? Like, that server was by far the one where I had to try the least, because the level on that server, even from the players who called themselves good, was fucking abysmal. It was a bit sad at times. And the only group of players who were quote-unquote like sticking out were just people who spent a lot of money, had a lot of gear, and just zerged constantly. Like, they were the type of people who zerged in open world PvP and who teamed in stuff like Chaos and Glory Arenas, you know what I mean? Like, and for the rest, it was pretty bad. Also, I got to witness firsthand why people really don't like. This is gonna sound really bad, but I got to firsthand play with Brazilian players. I'm not gonna say anything further than this. I don't think you need me to draw a picture. It is what it is. And thanks for the follow, Nguyen. And hello, Sakura. How are you doing? I recall playing on NA at 5.0. Like, so bad basic dungeon to all clarable. Yeah, that's basically how it was, right? It's like even the smallest PvE task felt like an unsurmountable like chore, right? I failed so many like S ranks in 1.x on NA Classic to people just fucking killing themselves on the reflect non-stop. Like, they die, they self-res, they die again immediately, and they just keep doing it, you know what I mean? Like endless faults with Spirit Master that would never dispel shields. Like, yeah, it was rough. And then when it came to open world PvP, like, yeah, it was, you know, it is what it is. What defense should I aim for my Cleric in Corrode? I'm 18k only at the moment. I mean, I can tell you what my experience is so far, which is with 2.4% PvE damage tolerance for my armor and 24k defense, as well as 30% damage tolerance, well, 35% damage tolerance. The first boss is very simple, very doable. The second boss was one-shotting me by just looking in my general direction. So make of that assessment as you will. Again, it's very much a... Honestly, like, that second Sanctuary, it feels like it was designed around you having Chanter plus Templar in your group. Like, genuinely. I recall the Adma dungeon taking me 2 hours. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, it was across the board. Like on NA, it was pretty much that was pretty much the feeling, the experience on NA. Yeah, there should be some sort of plagues, like attacks, skill that nerfs heal and life steal for a few seconds. I mean, the thing is, there's plenty of like heal reductions in the game. It's just that they don't impact life leech. So in abyss areas, if you're fighting like classes that can life leech, they can basically keep themselves alive almost permanently, unless you like 2-3 shot them. I mean, look, again, maybe next week things are going to change. They have mentioned nothing healing in PvP, right? So maybe that is also going to include life leech, who knows? And if it doesn't, then we're going to have a bit of a problem, for sure. And these guys, can you guys just leave while I'm doing my quest? Like, I don't mind if you come to attack me. I do mind if you come and attack my mobs. Like, I just want to fucking be done with this. I'm looking forward to Invulnerable tomorrow. I'm looking forward to everything they will do tomorrow. And like, look, there is the off chance that they're going to fuck it up. You know what I mean? It is possible, but you don't make a perfect omelet without cracking a few eggs. You know what I mean? So I'll be here for whatever the change is. Your resistance, you don't want to come back? Like, no one's attacking me anymore. Like, distract me, dude. God. Why 2,000 mobs, dude? Why 2,000? I predict. You predict. Chanta's getting a new shield. I mean, Chanta already has insane fucking mitigation though. And like with the 5th Stigma slot, they're actually gonna be able to run the fucking impending authority or whatever the fuck it's called. No interactions during Invuln, only movements. I think Invuln in general just needs to be gone. They just need to like... because look, at the end of the day, Invuln right now is literally just a crutch for one-shots. Oh, yeah. Yo, you can't attack me while I'm looking at chat. That's illegal. I'm actually gonna have to find that. I'm paralyzed. What? Oh no, he's full health now. I'm probably dead, aren't I? Yeah. Which passive should I choose for Cleric? It's gonna be different based on PvE or PvP. Like PvE, Earth Grace healing enhancements are the two like main ones, and then PvP it's gonna be Immortal Shroud or Immortal Veil. How is it called again? Immortal Veil. Immortal Veil, Survival Power, Healing Enhancement, like these are the ones. Farming Abyss in PvP or PvE? PvP. And I don't know if I feel a difference, to be honest. Yeah, I'm paralyzed again. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I'm probably dead on that, aren't I? Yeah. It is what it is. Keep putting blow rune. I mean, look, you paralyzed me, alright? You paralyzed me and I have the Abyss buff, alright? I think that deserves wasting Runus. Did they say anything about Horn Weapon in PvP yet? No, they haven't. I mean, ultimately, any news of the sort we're gonna be getting tomorrow. So just hold tight for the dev live, right? I'm mainly PvE. If you focus on PvE, then focus on Earth Grace, Healing Enhancement. You can get some Immortal Veil and Warm Benediction as well. But those two are the main ones you're gonna be looking for, basically. Well, they can really separate PvE shit from PvP, hence Betrothed 5 on my PvP accessories, Heart and Kina, yeah. I mean, at least the damage formula is going to be separate now, so... You know. It is the beginning, basically. Yeah, no problem. Brother. Wondering if data mine was correct when Cleric gets self-res. The thing is, right, the skill that used to be a self-res isn't a self-res anymore in the data mine. Now it's a thing that prevents you from dying. So, who knows? Again, right, like, the skills that were done in data mine, like, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that these are going to be the ones that we're going to be getting, so, you know, don't hold your breath. Either way, we're probably going to have the answer tomorrow, right? Like, I would expect that they will preview the stigmas tomorrow, because they usually, you know, list up the cast changes and stuff, so. Like, based on everything we know, tomorrow's stream is going to be very long. Like, they have so much shit to go through. Like, if it goes on for less than 2 hours, I would be very surprised. Like, if it does, then it means they just skip shit, right? So, yeah. Also, I'm gonna be in for... Dude, the patch notes video I'm gonna have to put out tomorrow. Yo. I'm gonna need you guys to, like, raise up your fucking arms and, like, send some power to me, because not only am I gonna have to wake up in the middle of the night to do it, because I'm fully... Oh, dude, can this guy fucking go? Because I'm fully expecting... God, dude. I see your resistance, just, you know, give me a second. I am fully expecting for this patch to last a while, right? So... I'm probably gonna have to wake up late, and then for the rest, I'm gonna have to go through so much shit. Alright. Let's go, brother. Yeah, that was a early dash. You'll be able to survive that? Yeah. Bro, stop stunning me. Not that deep. This shit is available so often. A bit egregious, honestly. Actually, I have to remove shock. At least I got one for the team. Isn't that reversed though? I'm pretty sure the Cleric skill went from preventing... Was this bot hitting me? Was that someone hitting you? There was an assassin hitting me. Oh, this guy? Hold on. What are you? Oh, that's a bot, alright. Was this guy even doing damage to you? Yeah, good fight, good fight. I keep dashing too early to dodge your stuns because I think you also have high ping, right? So I'm used to having to anticipate my dashes to block CCs from Taiwan players with low ping, but I keep being like slightly too early. You're countering my anticipation with your lag. Stop it. I hate it. The one who was just annoying? Yeah. Memeing you on Taiwan servers really hard to... 180? Yeah, same as me then. Just two cripples fighting each other. It's kind of beautiful. But the damage I'm taking though. Out to farm pet souls. Need to get to my single 220. How much can I farm realistically? No abyss looking for bell pet soul at the same time. Honestly, I haven't really looked too much at Abyss as a source of pet souls. Now, to be fair, I haven't really been farming open world for pet souls like at all. I'm really only doing the pet daily dungeons, and like even then, I don't really give too much of a shit about it. I don't even buy the extra run tickets anymore. I'm so not really interested in min-maxing on this server that I kind of stopped giving a shit about that. But if you have a class that can kill shit pretty fast, this guy needs to go. If you have a class that can kill shit pretty fast, I would say you should go into Central Abyss. Yeah. Like, if you're gonna be farming anything, just go Central Abyss, because you're gonna be able to make like between 5 and 10 million Kina an hour as well, just grinding there. Like, fuck the pet souls. And for the stigma stuff, bro, just wait for the patch, you know? Like, next week's patch is supposed to make stigma shards a lot easier to obtain, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's probably not going to be too difficult to get stigmas at level 20 next week. Are you going to be playing global once released? Yeah, I'm waiting for global. Like, Taiwan to me right now is just a waiting room. I'm just experiencing the game as it is, right? I'm just gathering information, taking it easy. Like the main goal here is global. Yes, I will be playing on EU. What do your ping be to global? I mean, we already know the server location is going to be Frankfurt, right? So I can look at the ping I had the last time I played Ion on EU, and my ping on EU Classic was 30. So if I really want to try hard and use like a VPN or something, I can probably drop into the 20s. So it's going to be quite different. Basically, I'm going to have like 10% of the ping I have right now. Long story short, right? I don't even do pet dungeons. I do enhanced dungeons. Yeah, I'm also going to start doing these because the enhancement situation for Orange Gear is kind of crazy. 1.6 million transfer per week. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really been selling amplification stones. I'm just kind of using them for me. So, you know what the US servers will be? There was like 3 different servers based on the, you know, East, West, Central. Now, if you look on my Discord in the data mine channel, like, one of the data mining had the server information. It should be like somewhere in the middle. But it's honestly, it's the same as it usually be, right? Like, because that's where the data centers are, right? So if you played it on an MMO that was hosted in West, East, or Central America, it's probably gonna be in the exact same locations. Like, no big surprises here. I think I had an iron wall. Yeah, I never had the privilege of having pinged that low. Are you using a DPS meter or not a good one without getting banned, of course? I don't use a DPS meter because I don't see the value of it right now. But I will say that we are supposed to get an in-game DPS meter probably next week. And if not next week, then the week after that, so... you know, probably just wait for that. Yeah. Lagofast. People have been saying that the Lagofast DPS meter is like fucked. So I don't know. But then again, there's like 3, I want to say 3 different DPS meters available. And all of them display different shit. So I don't trust any of it. I'm just gonna wait for the in-game DPS meter. They said last week that it's coming this month, but next week, maybe not the last one for this month. Yeah. Yeah, it's like by process of elimination. It's probably next week, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was pushed to the week after that. God, these two guys... Are these guys bots? Like, I'm wondering. Like, they don't really act like bots, but brother, I still need 700 mobs. Just go away, dude. I'm excited for the next live stream. Yeah, tomorrow's stream is gonna be quite. Dude, just fucking. Whose child is this? Can whoever's parents is of this person could come pick up their fucking kid? Like, I'm tired of this. It's April, by the way. Hope you remember me. Can't wait for global. Ping will be 710. Yeah. You're going to play on EU as well? Yes, I will be playing on EU. And yeah, I do remember you. I do remember you. Don't worry. I hope you missed the conversation I had like 20 minutes ago about NA Classic. No harm, no foul. Okay. I'm not directing what I said towards the players of NA Classic, towards any specific player. I will not be liable to get sued, alright? Could we push for the April 1st? Yeah, that is true. We are getting a patch on April 1st. That's funny. By the way, guys, I've kind of been like wondering about this. I missed it. Good. Don't look back. There was a egregious amount of slandering happening. Deservedly so, arguably, but yeah, I've been wondering about about April 1st, right? I'm paralyzed. Great, excellent. Dude, can you just get paralyzed, dude? That'd be nice. Yeah, like that. Of course you have a fucking ranger with you. Are you gonna die at least? Probably not, right? Yeah, of course. Wait, I've been wondering about April 1st, right? Like, I was kind of thinking, what do I do for April 1st? Now, I have a couple of things that, you know, Fringe do every time, yeah. There's a couple of things that, like, you know, I thought about. Like, I thought about doing a Throne and Liberty stream on April 1st and, like, basically just play for, like, 3 hours and never address the fact that I'm playing Throne and Liberty. But I feel like people would not get the joke and maybe would even be upset about it, so I don't know. Jesus Christ, man. Special streaming Iron 2 first beta version. Yeah, exactly. Like, I was gonna be streaming in the Iron 2 category and just never addressed. Oh, here's the friend. God, I love ranger knockbacks. I love getting attacked by a ranger from 23 meters away and getting knocked back 4 times in 1 second. It's great. It's funny because some rangers never knock you back. I don't know why that is. Oh, didn't they want to buy into release? Yeah, same. You know, it's kind of sad, right? Because some stuff from Throne had some potential, but ultimately the game just never really landed with me. Just because of the way it's, like, inherently structured, you know what I mean? It is what it is, I guess. Like, different stroke for different folks, right? Some people still enjoy it, so good for them. I will say that in general, it's kind of ironic, right? But people were calling Throne's UI dog shit, but honestly, like, okay, some aspect of the UI were pretty bad, but when it comes to, like, the personality and the polish of the UI, of the UI elements, like, I think Throne's UI was pretty good. All things considered, right? So Like, in some aspect, I hope Iron 2 goes the throne... Oh, dude. The throne direction when it comes to UI down the line, right? By just like constantly polishing it and adding like flair to it, you know what I mean? Yes, a Cleric fight. Great, exactly what I wanted, man. Like an early birthday present, you know? With a guy that probably has more gear than I do. Yes, level 20 condemnation. The average arena bot, to be honest. Also, this assassin is about to attack me. Yeah, of course. Hey, look. He tringled me. Excellent. Hey, look. Fucking useless gladiator joined the fray. Bro. I need a power proc right now. That's what I need. Yo. Here's one. Yo, there's a bot attacking him now. Go bot. My loyal servant. Hell yeah, he's struggling. Yo, stun him. Do something. Be useful. Please tell me you have a stun in your fucking DPS rotation. If he jumps off, I'm not gonna chase, by the way. Just to be clear. This is a long ass fight. Dude, this is the Cleric special, man. Like, this is gonna be whoever power procs the other guy in the bad time, you know? That is gonna be how this fight goes, basically. I still have an invuln, by the way, so. You know, the stream just got 1 hour longer because of this fight. Like, we're gonna be here a while. Oh. Oh. Oh, he got a good Theosin proc, but he didn't really capitalize on that. Yo, Casbah hidden by buffs bar. I'm not really looking at it, to be honest. Like, every cast in this game is fucking instant anyways, you know? Like, you're just kind of vibe dodge stuff. Yo, I just got an achievement. Well. This fucking guy is back. Hold on. You are very much uninvited. The music is looping, guys. I think this is the first time I've heard the fucking PvP music loop in this game. Yo, is someone from chat from Nemon Asmo? Can you come, like, you know? Can you come, like, you know, give a quick assist? We'll pretend it was an accident, right? Yo, get paralyzed, dude. Get paralyzed. Get paralyzed. Get paralyzed. Get pregnant. Get pregnant. Shit. Oh, he's dead. All right. Get what? You heard me. And it worked. Why don't you guys just call a truce? Weekly asking to kill mobs in this, yeah. I just accidentally killed a few mobs during this fight, so I guess I was actively progressing. That's a marshal. Ah, there's fucking Cleric. Yeah, because being X-form as a fucking marshal isn't enough, right? You need to have a fucking force with 3 supports with you, right? Yeah. Fuck me. I had a Sid dumbass typed out already when he spawned it down. Wow. That's toxic. You can't do that. That's fucked up. Can Asmo even match up with Asmo server? Right now, no. But allegedly, after tomorrow's patch, yes. With the whole Chaos Abyss thing. I think basically, like, the thing with tomorrow's patch, it's gonna like soft revamp Abyss to allow for same faction matchmaking. Or at least that's what they seem to be implying. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but 2.5% damage boost on bracelet worth it? I mean, yeah, of course. If you get it, that's the best bracelet in the game. Abyss sucks these last 2 weeks with you still. you've been the server suffering with you still. All right, well, GG guys. We had you stills a couple of matchmakings ago. Yeah, how does it feel? Tell me. Describe in detail, in agonizing detail. It sucks ass, doesn't it? Now imagine that, and we had the matching against UCL on the week that had the ranking point loss on PvP. Just fucking picture that in your head for a second. This shit sucked balls, dude. It chucked major fucking asshole. Good evening. Hello, Erroneous. I was bullied out of the Abyss by maybe Chant. yeah, dude. UCL was so bad. It came at the worst fucking time. With the ranking point change, it was so bad. Instant death after first ring, yeah. The motherfuckers on UCL, they roam with full like optimized forces 24/7, always. They don't do any other type of PvP, just full optimized forces. Minimum 10 people together. And they just keep roaming in camping rings. It was so fucking bad as a solo player. Why is the Sin always there? I don't know, dude. That Sin and that Cleric, the thing is, I feel like they're bots, but they are actively seeking to attack me every time. So I'm just confused, you know? And like, they run away, and the moment someone attacks me, then they attack me. So clearly these guys are actual players. I don't know why they keep coming here, like, you know. Get the memo. I'm farming here, you know? Would not recommend, yeah. That shit was bad. But yeah, Throne and Liberty. That was a couple of things that I did like, right? But ultimately, the game didn't end with me because of how limited you were in what the game actually allowed you to do. The fact that open world PvP was fucking completely useless. It didn't give you anything. The fact that there was no PvP gear, everything was just... Okay. I didn't see the general. The general was hidden by the assassin, dude. And the way the PvP inherently worked with like the really fast TTK and the fact that you could not do anything about CCs in the game. So PvP kind of boiled down to just whoever CCs the other guy and then one-shots them first. I didn't really fuck too much with that, but some stuff I kind of liked, right? I did like the idea of the highest ranked players being able to manipulate the weather. Like, that was pretty cool. And at least it was really cool when the game was still built around it. But then Westerners bitched about it and they removed every single benefit from having the weather stuff. Unfortunately. Even though it was really cool, right? At least it was useful for Siege. At least rain was pretty useful for Siege. But yeah. But it really pissed me off. I played at launch, loved that first, and it got absolutely out of control. Yeah, it kind of got patched to death. Like, it had a vision, And while the game was very flawed, at least it had a vision, right? But they did a complete 180 with the vision because Westerners complained, and the game never recovered. It just never did. It just became pretty generic. It became pretty generic. It became very focused on PvE, but the PvE wasn't good. And also the PvE was very buggy and exploitable. And then the essence of the game just kind of got lost in the way, right? Like sieges were basically completely useless. They didn't give you shit. PvP never gave you anything, right? Like, and then the main rewards for grinding in the game, so Eclipse, Rain, and Wind, were basically patched to be completely useless because casual complained about it. And then the game was basically just a fucking nothing burger. PvE was terrible, yeah. The PvE did get better, right, mechanically. Like, they did some interesting stuff with PvE, but the problem was that the balance was so bad that it was basically impossible for them to make challenging PvE content without it getting cheesed one way or another. And then if it wasn't about the balance, it was just like there was always some sort of exploit to just like not actually do the fight. Like, I don't think there's a single fight in this game and a single PvE piece of PvE content in this game that did not get exploited to some extent. Just I'm just gonna hold right click and there you go. Weather change was cool? Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like Eclipse and Rain were pretty cool. Wind was always a gimmick, but Eclipse and Rain were pretty cool. Until they patched the reasons to have them out of the game. I was in group for artifacts. The ranger deadass did my 2k kill quest for me. Nice. I should be doing this actually. Was rank 1 on my server for almost 2 months. Had a fun of my life for the solo Eclipse. The thing with Eclipse is I found Eclipse, right? I actually got Eclipse. And I basically spent a full week trying really hard to find a use for it. Like that was after they moved the portals and stuff like that out of the abyss, and so you could not like cheese Peace Portal with Eclipse, and you could not really like use Eclipse to do anything like that, right? So I tried to find a use for Eclipse for a full week, and I just could not find a single like actual use for it. Although basically the only use I had out of it is in situations where people were trying to steal my farming spot in Abyss dungeons, I would just pop Eclipse to kill them. That was the only thing I found to do, right? And so after a week, I just eventually let go of the Eclipse because the only thing it ended up doing was have the entirety of the fucking server DM me in broken English every 5 minutes to ask me my build. And I was so sick of this shit, I just dropped Eclipse. Achievements in gear score? No, they don't know that. Do they increase the combat power achievements? They might, right? Because they give you stats. So they probably do actually. But combat power, not the eye level, combat power specifically. You know, Project Farm during night was fun, but Rifting was much better. The problem I have with the structure of open world PvP in Throne is that other than getting the night chests, PvP is completely useless. You don't get anything out of killing people outside of getting kills and assists, right? For the kill ranking. Which means that you essentially get nothing out of PvP. Other than just having fun doing PvP, right? Now, the night chests were interesting, but very flawed as well. Because, number one, for the longest time, the chests were not actually spread to your group. So, you had entire fucking guilds roaming to feed a single guy to get rain. And so that kind of killed PvP, because if you're just roaming solo or with 1 or 2 friends, you're not going to face an entire fucking guild, right? And then people just kind of farmed them in the middle of the night anyways. So unless you were actively not sleeping or having people like rotate on your account to get the chests, to get the activity points, you were not getting rain. So yeah. I think a lot of the system mobs are this. You could use when I was a boss inside Abyss. Yeah. Like that was it, right? But like even that got that one got killed when they added the outside portal, right? And then eventually like when Talandra came out, like it just became completely useless because making the Abyss be PvP was useless because nothing was happening in the Abyss. There was no world boss, there was no nothing, right? So it was literally just like killing competing groups during Abyss. Like that was it. Now I did try to make strats around the Abyss cloak, like, you know, because when you use the Eclipse, it gave you basically it gave you an aura that made it so every time you came in contact with a guild member, it made them invisible, right? And I really tried to use this in a practical way for both Siege and Riftstones, but because of like the way the game mechanics worked, it just ended up never really being useful, which is a shame, right? Because on paper it sounded cool, but it didn't actually like work properly. Are you gonna play Cleric during Global? I'm not decided on the class I'm gonna play on Global. It's gonna depend on a bunch of factors. Right now, if I'm gonna be honest, like I'm more so inclined to play Templar. Yeah. But we'll see. Why are you farming Abyss? I'm doing the weekly for 2000 mobs to get medals. Even me at 8000 combat power, full supports. Yeah. And like that was honestly that was my main gripe with Throne, was just you were limited. You were basically only allowed to play the game for very specific events. So you were not free to do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. Which means that you kind of got stuck into a situation where the game had nothing to do and too much to do at the same time. Because basically every like hour or 2 hours, you were allowed to have fun for 5 minutes, and then you had to wait until the next window to have fun. But you were not able to manage your time, right? So you had to alarm clock shit. And then the rest of the time you were just bored, right? Like, it's such a weird content structure, you know what I mean? Like, very, very weird. The only thing that you could spam was arenas, but then arenas in Throne fucking sucked ass because the game was not built around small-scale PvP. And that comes from someone who climbed Imperator in Arena in Season 1 and 2. And let me tell you, I did not have fun. I was just doing it because that was the only thing I could do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was the problem I had with this fucking game. Aren't we supposed to get a new character? A new class, you mean? For maybe, yeah. I mean, they said when level 50 cap comes, so we'll see. Again, as I said, I'm not really hard stuck on playing any single class, right? So I'm just gonna wait and see. But a Cleric, which one you get first, PvP armor or the jewels? I mean, if you're just starting to gear up, you're just kind of getting both, right? Because you're gonna be able to farm both like within a week if you log the fuck in. Now, I do have a video on my YouTube channel about PvP gear progression. If you're curious about that, some of the information isn't quite up to date, but for the most part, it is fairly accurate. But I would probably get the accessories before I get the armor, just so you're able to deal damage to people a bit better. Complete your weeklies and stuff like that, right? I don't know what your server you played, but my server with tons of Russians who had old gear hitting airline internets. Yes, I had that problem as well. Actually, and that was another thing, right? The server I was on initially, like the very first server I was on, everything was going fine, and then there was a Russian mega alliance that invaded the server and took over because they had over 1,000 people. They had like 12 guilds or something, and they showed up to every world boss with like 500 people. Like how were they called again? Chaos, right? Yeah, I think they were called Chaos, yeah. They just invaded our server and then we just had to leave. I logged in every day to play war games and then logged off. Yeah, basically. Are you... If it's French, I will not be able to understand. No, my... I do content creation in English. I don't do it in French. My server, Zen. Dude, Zen also invaded our server. We moved from Chaos and then invaded... Zen invaded us. Yeah, Yukiri posted it in the chat. Like the video is called like Complete Guide to PvP Gear Progression or something. Like it's something like that. Chaos XY, yeah. They had like 12 guilds when they invaded our server initially. Shit was bad. It was bad. Yukiri is the GOAT. He's the unspoken hero of the channel. But like, the thing is, the guild I was in wasn't the best, right? So, dude, my YouTube channel is full of unlisted war games video and stuff like that. And let me tell you, I didn't have a good time because of this fucking guild. Like, yeah, I'm not. Again, I'm not gonna say much because I don't want to be toxic. But yeah, it was a bit rough. Like basically, the guild I was in was hard carried by me and my group, but like hard carried. I don't remember the massive guild alliances. I only played the game very briefly. Yeah. Mega alliances were certainly a bit of a problem. Oh, dude. Let's do this. You don't have enough damage to kill me, so... I mean, I respect the attempt, though. Up off king. Is he trying to heal on mobs? I guess he is. I mean, it doesn't matter. Over time we're working, yeah. I mean, I can literally just pull up like results of war games where we were fighting against another guild, right? And we were losing, but I was still ranked first in the ranking, like of kills and damage and everything. I was ranked 1 above the winning guild, and then the rest of my guild, like the first guy was like ranked 40 or something. Like, yeah, Throne was a bit of an experience for me. I mean, we still held the castle for months, which that was nothing short of a miracle. What's your defense, endurance, regen? I have 33k defense. I have like 37% regen, and I have like no endurance. But I mean, I can show you. There you go. There you go. That's my defense. And then where's the endurance? There it is. 18% endurance, 37% regen. This motherfucker. You can't endure and restore at the same time, right? Yeah, no, it's a priority proc. So it checks for endurance first, and if endurance doesn't proc, then it checks for regen. At least as far as I'm aware, because like when a lobby attacks me, an endurance like always takes priority when it procs, even though it's the lowest end proc. You sure it was that way? It's just eyeballing by experience when I have like really low gear players that attack me. Like it's a mix of looking at it from, you know, experience and also based on like how NCSoft usually does these things. Like usually defensives are like at it's a hierarchy, right? Like it's the same thing as like evasion proc first, and then it checks for block, and then checks for parry, and so on and so forth, right? Since I'm perfect, I reduced my smite by a little bit. Oh, you mean perfect and smite? I don't know if perfect and smite can both proc at the same time. That I do not know. I know crit and smite and crit and perfect can both proc at the same time, but I don't know about these two. Okay, let me check the status of my quests. Oh, we're almost done, chat. Look at that. We're so fast. So fast. Only 70 mobs to go, so I guess we'll be able to do this rift. I really don't want to do dungeons. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I could be doing dungeons after this. I do not want to do dungeons. Like, at all. Happy farming. Can I help with that? Yeah. Take it easy. Thanks for hopping on. Sakura popping the double heroic ring from the same chest. That's crazy. I mean, I've gotten a double heroic before, but like the same one twice is kind of crazy. But I don't know whether smite and perfect can both proc at the same time. That I do not know. Like the game is so cryptic when it comes to the stats and how they proc, how they function. Like even when they tell you something, it's usually inaccurate, right? Like with the percent proc rates. Like we've basically known since the beginning of the game that anything that is 50% cap is not actually 50% cap. So who fucking knows how everything else functions, you know what I mean? UI is with and Borna, yeah. Evasion is 50%, I don't think Ritter is. I genuinely do not believe evasion 50%. Unless it was changed, right? Because like when I was running arenas before I had accuracy, I had people who were actually evading me like 100% of the time. Like all throughout the arena. Like type stuff where I was surviving and I was able to dish out like attacks and it would just never hit across an entire arena. Like, so maybe they changed something over time, but yeah, definitely before I went into accuracy, it wasn't the case. Auto current service chat for 10 minutes and tested it. Well, that's a bit of napping in math though. Like 10 minutes isn't a very big sample size, so I would take that with a bit of a grain of salt for sure. Evasion cap apparently got capped because Korean bitch about it. I mean, I can believe that, yeah, because they did mention that in the past, so that is possible. Yeah, you guys fucking need to go, man. Oh, just... Well, 1,000 more evasion, the dude, it was 50% consistently. Yeah, who knows? I can only speak from experience, right? Like, I've been geared toward accuracy for a decent amount of time now, so... If something changed in the last, like, 2 months, a month and a half at least, then... I would not be able to tell, yeah. Are you running any crit resists? I'm just wondering why everyone's running HP instead of crit res. I do not. Although it is something I have been wondering about. Yeah. I do think there is value in crit res. It's just that, it's just one of those things where you need to commit a lot of crit res for it to work. But since I already have a really high level of Immortal Veil, like, I've been wondering about it, yeah. I think I've seen many changes to that as well. I mean, again, if it was changed somewhat recently, then I can believe that. But I can tell you with 100% certainty that before I geared towards accuracy, it wasn't like that. Now, has it changed since? Maybe. That is possible. Crit raise 80? Yeah. Crit is definitely fucked, yeah. Gets mentioned during live, nothing on patch notes, yeah. That's the thing, right? I should be done, right? Yippee! We're done! Hooray! Okay, so 19 minutes until the rift. What do we do, chat? Do I just end stream? Let me switch my PvP tab. Honestly, I thought this would take me longer. Wait, was I already on PvP tab? I mean, I guess I wasn't actually pressing tab, so that's not too surprising. Brother, I'm in the middle of changing my fucking settings. Can you not? Yeah. I guess we can roam around for a bit. Yeah. Sure. Like this is very much a bonus stream, so I do not have anything planned. I'm gonna be honest. I love when medias keep attacking the air. I mean, these motherfuckers are holding down one button. Like, you guys think I'm joking when I say this. These guys just RMT 10,000 bucks. They buy everything and then they hold down one button. And if it doesn't work, they kill themselves. You know what I mean? Like, this is the way 99% of those fucking Taiwanese whatever play the game. It's egregious. Because let me tell you, if I had the fucking gear these guys have, like, even with 200 ping, I would be doing more than this. Just saw that Horn Dragon material drop by a ton. Yeah. People are actually, even like sub-onlys are trying to craft Horn Dragon now. If I'm gonna craft one, I'm gonna be waiting until season 3. I still have like unfinished business with the rest of my gear. Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're still like gambling like 300 mil a click, and then it's a 50-50. So I don't want to do that when I have other shit to do. What does crit do in Iron 2? Smite double damage, perfect example. Crit is 1.5. In PvP, it's a bit less. It's like 1.3 or something. I don't remember. What would you recommend? Guaranteed silver medal craft or gamble 10%? The answer, okay. If you're down bad for medals, then the answer is both, because both of them have a separate weekly cap. So you can make 20, I believe, 20 of each. Now prioritize the 100%, obviously, right? But yeah, if you actually want to, if you're down bad to catch up on medals, then you want to do both. Nth class. Nth class. The fucked thing is, I'm actually gonna drop to 2-star. Yo, by the way, have you guys seen there's an AP and ranking point exploit? If you guys have been wondering why your Abyss ranking is suddenly very competitive, this is why, by the way. Why is the fucking trainee attacking me, dude? Hey, can we be deadass for a second? Like, shit is cooked. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, I don't even know if NCSoft is aware that is going on, but yeah. There's some stuff that is about to happen with the game. Whether it's going to be a huge ban wave that's going to remove a lot of people from the game, or there's a rollback, or what have you. Like, it's very bad. It got posted on Korean boards. Yeah, well, they're probably going to have to address it. Although I am surprised that, considering it has been posted and they probably have seen it, I'm surprised they haven't brought down the servers. Because, like, it is major enough that it would warrant them just bringing down the servers. What is it? It is some exploit that has to do with dueling your own faction on the rifting maps. And if the other guy dies, you get the AP and ranking points from killing them, and it's not subjected to AP cap. So people have been farming like hundreds of millions of AP and ranking points. Because of that. Like, it's been happening since this week. Just nuke the entire rankings. Yeah. I mean, at this point, the people who are doing this should get permabanned, but the problem is that a lot of people apparently a lot of people are doing it, especially on Taiwan. I mean, if you've been wondering why people keep dueling left and right, here's your answer. It was mostly done in Taiwan. Korea was a bit clueless about it. Yeah, I mean, leave it to Taiwan to do shit like this, you know? Unsurprisingly so. It's always the same corporates as well, right? Oh, in general. Nah, I mean, at least I killed the other officer, I guess. That's why I have 8,000 kills and still a 3-star. Yeah, I mean, obviously I still think there's legit player in there, right? But yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, you can tell, right? Like, if you look at the rankings, fucking 20 million gap. Like, some of these people have like suddenly surged in ranking point this week, to the point where it doesn't make sense. Like this guy, for example, this guy, right? He gained a ton of points this week. Yeah. But the thing is, the ranking point is a problem, right? Like, the ranking point is one thing, but the AP is actually the bad part, because the AP has a lot of implications. Now, you might be looking at this and you're like, oh, it's just AP, it doesn't matter, you're gated by medals. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you have unlimited AP, there's other implications. Number one, you're able to buy infinite gear to do closet gambling, right? Which means you can farm all of the orange skins, right, and get a bunch of stat boosts from that. Oh, he's on. So people have been farming that closet with that, right? And then you also have stuff like mana stones. The abyss mana stones, people are able to infinite farm. Why is he healing, dude? I love HP regen, man. It's my favorite game mechanic. Like, you can buy abyss mana stones infinitely as well. That's another thing. And then you can also buy infinite stigma shards. Like, all of these have huge implications. Same thing with like buying infinite devotion runes and so on and so forth. Infinite gear from what? Decanus. You just buy infinite Decanus, you dissolve it, you get 80% of the AP back, and you get the skins. And because they are gold skins, then you can go into the closet, you gamble them, and then you get a chance to get all the gold skins and orange skins. That is one thing that people are doing. 11k kills, I'm general, but I agree that bad. Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of actual AP traders, and then there's been this exploit this week, right? And then obviously farming Closet Collection gives you raw stats, right? Like, and a lot of it. It gives you raw stats. Obviously, it makes your faction impeccable. Also, what the fuck did this damage to me? I wasn't looking at the screen. I thought this guy would just die. And yeah, again, obviously the Mana Stones, the Sigma Shards, so on and so forth. It's bad all around. And also like Abyss consumables and infinite Theostone gambling as well to get gold Theostones, since you can like you can buy Theostone from these, right? So they can also do that. Like, yeah. You can buy every medals every week, which you would not necessarily be able to do otherwise. Yeah, it's just bad. That's why it's not gonna be enough to ban these weak temporarily. Like ban these guys temporarily, because oh, this guy is doing infinite damage. What the fuck? Because even if you ban these guys for like a couple of weeks, it's still gonna be a net negative, like a net positive for them, right? And a net negative for the game. Like, these guys need to be fully on like permaban. Like at this point, some stuff you could say is maybe gray, right? With the banning, like the stuff like the mouse softwares and everything, like that ban wave that happened, you could make an argument for it being gray, but shit like this is very obviously an exploit that is very damaging to the game. This is an insta permaban, and I hope that's what they will do. Longest week of my life. Yeah, I mean, at least you got banned at a time where not much was happening. I mean, I'm assuming that is something that we'll address tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's stream is going to be very awaited. Yeah, I'm going to check Central Abyss for a bit, because I have like 5 minutes before the Rift, so let me do that. Also, let me grab a sip of water. Alright. Do we have any gamers in here? At least there's no egregious Abyss buff in this one. That's gonna be a difference. Oh, there's a dead dude here. Third class. It's always rangers. It's always rangers farming here. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, like exploits like this. Again, I'm very surprised they haven't brought down the servers, because like it's pretty easy. Like, they don't even need to fix it. They just need to disable dueling, right? Like, even if we are really close to the maintenance, like at least stop the bleeding, right? Because there is actual risk to damaging the economy if people like buy mana stones and they'll sell them, right? So I would have expected them to like at least disable dueling until they actually fix it. But you know, who am I to judge at the end of the day? Maybe they have a bigger plan. Let the people exploit so you can ban more people at the same time, you know? Like, rip out all the bad apples at the same time. You use this exploit as bait. But yeah, I'm guessing the apparition of this exploit has to do with it's probably a mix of the rifting bonus AP thing, as well as the fact they made both factions able to do dungeons together. Like, there was probably something changed in the faction interaction, and the oversight was dueling actually being able to give you AP. So, you know, it is what it is. Easy mistake to make. But I just wonder how long people have been exploding this. Now, then again, maybe it's this, but it's also the fact that they accidentally reversed a bunch of shit this week, right? Like, maybe something else got reversed that should not have been. Did they fix the guards, by the way? I don't think they have, right? Because there was a small update, but I don't think they fixed the guards, right? All these motherfuckers are rank 9, dude. Kinda don't fuck with that. I mean, I guess we're about to find out. I'm gonna rift in literally 2 minutes. And speaking of, I guess I'll just go out. Grab a Kisk and get in front of the rift. Damn, you got a juiced Templar in your Transcendence. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, like, Templar is fucking insane in PvE. Like, it's, I mean, in PvP as well, don't get me wrong, like, Templar is just cracked in general, but people do not give enough credit to how much fucking DPS Templar has in PvE. It's obscene. It is actually fucking obscene how much fucking DPS this class has. 266, 7, 195 is going to be the baseline. Stop bringing attention to my class, so many rerolls already. I mean, deservedly so. Templar is cracked, man. I mean, Templar has been cracked as well. Like, it's always been a really solid choice. Like, it wasn't as good at the very beginning, but it's been really solid for a really long time. Yeah. I don't want to play Templar. Yeah, I mean, as I said, right, like, both because of the playstyle and what it provides to the group. Like, that is one of the reasons why, if I had to choose one class to play right now on Global, it would be Templar. Not that I dislike Cleric, quite the opposite. I do like Cleric, but if I had to play something else right now, it would probably be Templar. A lot of people still don't understand its value. Yeah, I mean, people are just fucking stupid. It's nothing new, right? Especially in Korean MMOs. Like, especially in free-to-play Korean MMOs with, like, a PvP focus, most of the people are playing those games are, like, really fucking dumb when it comes to, like, critical thinking beyond just looking at numbers on the screen. Hello, streamer. Hello, Anchovy. How you doing? I was talking about Decanus gear earlier. You missed a golden opportunity, man. You missed it. It's gone. Fury aggro, ton of DPS. Yeah, it's not burst either, yeah, because it's literally just like judgment spam and judgment procs, right? So you always consistently have it. Not really reliant on the burst window with buffs, right? And then the utility you give the group, like, you have insane mitigation with warding strike and bodyguard and kills. Netzakan right now? Yeah, I think it's called Netzakan, right? Right, like, it's just a really good fucking class. In PvP, it stun locks everyone to infinity. It does insane damage that is simply not sustainable with full second stuns. And in PvE, it has insane DPS, right? And thanks Resistance for the resub. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, big guy. Decanus mentioned. Ooh. Yo, did Resistance look for the Decanus emote and then he saw that it wasn't subbed anymore to use it? Long fight, the Templar will out DPS everyone else like a Glad does, yeah. Knockback in PvP? Yeah. I mean, Templar is just the king of CC right now. It is by far the class that puts the biggest amount of CC pressure on you in the game. And it even has the caveat of having CCs that easily go through Defiance as well. So you're just never safe against Templar. And because Templar is so tanky, like, if they don't get you on damage, they will eventually get you on CC. Because you will eventually burst your Defiance and you will eventually get CC locked, right? So the class is just really fucking solid. It's the most, like, stable, reliable class that you're always happy to see, basically. Did I not buy a Kisk? Or am I fucking blind? Bro, I think I just forgot to buy a Kisk. Okay, well. Thankfully, we have this. One day they'll fix this. Yeah, I guess I just didn't buy one, huh? Oh well. Both Templars and Ranger knockback, yeah. The Ranger one is just fucking stupid though. Like that shit needs to go. Like change the Ranger's kit all you want, but the fucking knockbacks on Templar on the Ranger is like nah. Templar is too strong, and I agree. Are we really not going to talk about needing to delete Gladiator? Yeah, unfortunately Raiden is like fucking drafted or something, so there's been a suspiciously small amount of bitching about Gladiator in the chat right now, so I'm glad you're able to coming to fit in the quota. Actually, you know what? Resistance, you should come in the chat more often, dude. Raiden is not here anymore, so we need like a substitute Gladiator bitcher. Raiden is gone. He's not gone. He's just like right now he's not available. Do what in the chat? Can you showcase your PvP gear? Yeah, sure. This is me PvP gear. Very good. Very good, very cheap. It does the job. I still need to enhance my my armor though. I'm focused on finishing my PvE shit first. My PvP gear is focused on status effect res, regen, immortal veil, basically. Those are my layers of defense. Resistance isn't angry enough. I think every gladiator has it in them though. I think it's in the genes. I'm sure he can like summon some anger. But there's no one. That's crazy. I think it's the first time I've glided above Zoomian with a Tahabara as an enemy server, and there hasn't been someone. Crazy. I mean, I guess this is gonna be a chill rift, I suppose. I guess we'll just be chatting chat. I hope you guys have some subject of conversation. Because I don't know if we're gonna be fighting people too much. Oh, Gladiator, true. My days are out of whack. What day is patch video? Tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be the dev live stream. It's gonna be a big one, and then I'll do a day stream after that so we can discuss it, and then I'll have a lot of work ahead of me because obviously with this being a big patch, it probably means that the patch is going to be longer, so I'm probably going to have to wake up in the middle of the night to do the patch note coverage, and then I'm going to have a lot to cover. So send me some strength. All right, it's gonna be a rough time for me tomorrow. Like, I'm probably not gonna do a full-length stream tomorrow. This way I can sleep a bit before the maintenance ends, so I can, like, you know, be awake and not sound like I'm about to fucking pass away in the video. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot to cover, so I'm looking forward to it. Sending you one of these. Dude, I've been getting paralyzed today as well. Kind of crazy. I've been paralyzing people a lot as well. I mean, then again, I don't know what they did with the last patch, but something is definitely off. Sleep paralysis. Random. I guess Resistance resubbed and then just fucking ran away. Crazy. Not the hero we deserve, but the one we need. Also, I did end up like finishing all of my Transcendence on my Cleric. I'm very close to 3.9 in PvE now. I think I'm like 7 points away. I got my Faded Shadow Gloves to plus 22, and I got the Cape to 21, so... I'm gonna need to farm a bit more money, get the Cape to 22, and then I'll hit 3.9, and hopefully that's gonna be enough for Sanctuary next week. When will Sakura get his own sub? That is a mystery, although I feel like at this point he's just riding the bit, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty funny to gift a sub and then not have one yourself. Tempos is also riding that bit, like, this guy has gifted like 60 subs, and he doesn't have one. Even though like subs are like $2 for him. How much did it cost to plus 2 your favorite shadow? Everything. The process from 12... I should check if the guards are still bugged, by the way. The process from 12 to 20 cost on average 50 million. And then Diamond 1, Diamond 2 was like 10 mil on the gloves. So I still have yet to do it on the cape, but yeah. Basically, from 12 to 22, it's like between 50 to 70 mil, I guess, I suppose, is the expectation. It's a bit rough, but you know, I'm not gonna go beyond plus 2 though, because like it actually gets stupid with the rates, and those stones are really expensive. Okay, do you guys still... Yeah, the guys are still fucked. I don't have any of my PV armors amplified. I wasn't getting one shot in Sanctuary yesterday. I mean, on which boss, Larry? Because the first boss is fine. If you have as long as you have a Chanter in your group, like, it's fine. The second boss is fucking stupid though. But then again, meaties are a bit tankier by default, so there's that. Also depends on your comp. If you had both a Templar and a Chanter, then yeah, obviously you don't get one shot. Did I miss something, or why is all of Crowd Cave and Drop Near full of Templar groups and people asking for 2.5k gear score? No, you didn't miss anything. It's just Pogs being Pogs. Only Templar? Okay. I mean, the thing is, right, as a melee, you can just... You have blocking skills for regular telegraphs. So you run into a lot less of a risk, I suppose. But yeah, like, I don't know. With what I had last time, I was getting hit by for 45 to 48k by everything. Kind of crazy. But yeah, also like in the early dungeons, there's a bunch of Templar bots as well. Like they literally just like make the lobbies and then they don't play. They just run to the boss, hit it twice, and then just wait for the box. Like, these are bots. I mean, I1 has a bot problem. Big surprise. Big news. Yeah, there's really not many people with this rift, huh? I guess we're Bing chillin'. I suppose we are Bing chillin'. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's broadcast for sure. So much rides on dispatch. Finally got an ult to 45, but I did not expect this. Yeah. At least nowadays you can get like above 2k pretty fast with an ult, right? And then you just skip straight into Vakron, which I do find to be less of a headache, but yeah. Like the early dungeons are truly invaded by bots right now. I think your connection was shot when you run the second boss. It was the same as usual. It's just that the The snapshots on this boss are really, really fast. And the thing is, usually I would be going for perfect dodges, right? But I don't really fish for perfect dodge if I know for a fact that I'm gonna get one shot in Sanctuary. Like I just try to play safe instead, and I never go for perfect dodges. So yeah, it's a mix of everything. But again, regardless, like whether there is or isn't a Sanctuary nerf to like next week, it's gonna be easier next week because we're gonna have one more Stigma slot. So I'm literally just gonna run U-Steals, right? And I'm just gonna pop U-Steals during problematic mechanics. And with U-Steals, I will not die, even if I get hit. So yeah, there's that. And also I improved my gear, so yeah, hopefully that's gonna make things a bit better. But it really feels like the second boss is especially rough on the ranges, because there's a couple of like range exclusive mechanics, and some of the mechanics are harder to dodge if you're playing from range as well. Like the hook, for example. It's harder to see where the boss is aiming the hook from a distance. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. Ultimately, we still got the boss pre though, right? So next week we definitely got it. It was just a bit of a rude awakening. 5 stigma open stagger more. Yeah, with 5 stigmas, everything's gonna get easier in general. Like, even if they don't nerf the content directly, like, it's basically like power creep 101, right? Go back for Cleric, so much pressure on them. I mean, it's definitely a bit stupid that Cleric is the only class allowed to res, but it's also like pretty squishy. Oh yeah, there's people now. Oh yeah, these guys in a group. Great. Excellent. I mean, if you want to fight, brother, like, we can fight. Oh, you have someone with you. Of course you do. I'm proudest. Great. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. It's just gonna be this one group camping inside of Zoom and nothing else, right? I was dealing with really bad lag spikes on this week. Felt so bad for the group. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Because when you play Cleric in Sanctuary, it's like the rest of your group is dying 50 times per fight. You just press the buttons and it's okay. But the moment you're the one that dies, like every head turns towards you and it's like, guys, the Cleric died, we gotta reset. And it's like, yeah, we're resetting the fight because of you. I hope you feel proud of yourself. You suck. It's all your fault. You know, that's basically how it means. Like how it is, right? Chanto is more soft than Cleric? No. Chanto is inherently tankier than Cleric because you have more health. Like, Chanto is tankier because of the like the personal that you have. Now, if you don't run the personal, then that's a bit different. But even without the personal, you have the blocking skill. And the blocking skill for Sanctuary is huge. Like, it's a get out of jail free card. Because basically 95% of quote-unquote mechanics you don't have to engage with, you just press the block, right? Cleric doesn't have that. Like, your only get out of jail free card is invuln every 2 minutes. I was honestly thinking I should have reroll Chanta. I mean, it is what it is, right? Are there Osmos fighting? I mean, it's literally just like 3 guys. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna interact with that. Like, there's no point. It's a force of people, right? Like, there's no point in me engaging and fighting these guys. Just full force camping inside of Zoomian with fucking support. Like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm just gonna do one more full loop, right? I'm gonna go check the other village, and then I'll go back to Immortal Island. And then if there's nothing, I'm probably gonna end stream here. Tonight was just a bit of a bonus stream, just to get the Abyss weekly done. So if rifting is cringe, then you know, I'll just like go chill. My sources tell me that there's multiple bot offices on the island. Roger that. I believe you. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick loop around. I'm gonna ignore Zoomian. I'll go to the other village and then loop around the island. Like, I'm not too invested into PvP this week anyways, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care too much. I'm waiting for next week. Next week, I'm gonna go back to giving a shit about PvP. After the changes. We'll see how it be, how it feels. If we finally have a video game on our hands. Or if they completely botched it. Now, the one thing that sucks is I'm pretty sure... I have to check again, but I think the group I'm in for Sanctuary wants to run Old Sanctuary on the day of the reset. Which means that on Wednesday, I'm probably gonna be stuck in Sanctuary 1 for like 2 hours. But as soon as I'm out, I will be investigating the PvP situation. You will hear about everything about what's going on with the PvP changes on this stream next Wednesday. After Sanctuary. I mean, I guess I can do some before Sanctuary as well. Yeah. Big stonks. Do I have stones for this? Oh, I do. Oh, I have to craft more. I mean, I have like, I think I have 2.5k orange amplification fragments, so I can make fucking infinite of those. I'm just limited by actual enhancement stones. Like, that's the problem here. My group had your Sanctuary guide posted on their channel. I mean, if your group speak English, that's probably fair enough, right? Like, I think I'm the only guy. Now, I do believe there's other people doing, like, I guess, kill commentary, like just playing the video of the fight being done and then just, like, giving insight. But I think I'm the only guy on the English side that is actually making a guide, if that makes sense. So, fair enough, right? Like, as I said, that is one of the reasons why I paid special care with the first guide I made for this Sanctuary, because when I looked at the guides I made for the first Sanctuary, I saw that people use them even to this day, right? So I was like, okay, I need to take a step back and I need to do these proper, because people are going to be using these for a while, right? So I need to do my due diligence, right, and make it as complete as possible. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad if it helps people, genuinely. Like, that's the goal, right? In a world where all of the video guides are in fucking Korean, have a fucking guy explain shit in English, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's no one here. I guess I'm checking the benches and then the island and then GG's. I'm not really interested in getting zerged over and over by the 8 guys waiting in Zoomian Village, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of over it. Like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I just want to play next week, you know what I mean? At this point. I think that's a bot. Yeah, it is. Now, I will say that in terms of for the people who are interested, right? in terms of the traffic data on this first Sanctuary guide, there's definitely less traffic on this one compared to the first Sanctuary, which makes sense, right? Like, obviously, a lot of the Westerners playing on those servers probably did not hang around beyond Season 1, first of all. And then second of all, I think the people who still play right now probably don't even have the gear score or the team to tackle the second Sanctuary anyway, so it makes sense, it makes sense. Thanks for the votes, very helpful. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, that's why I make them, right? That is why. And I'll continue to make them, for sure. It's just a shame that I was not able to make the guide for the second boss this week because my group was not able to clear it, right? Like, I was looking forward to being able to hopefully upload one a week, but the way things are going, it is what it is, right? It is out of my control, so. Next week should have the second boss, and then hopefully, based on progression, like the week after that should have the third boss, hopefully. Fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. And yeah, as always, I'll do my due diligence to make the guides as complete as possible. I'll make the diagrams. I'm a 3.5k cleric and it's so hard to find sanctuary groups. I mean, 3.5k is like very difficult for the new sanctuary because you're basically going to be looking to get one shot by everything. So if you play something like Chanta, you can kind of get away with quote unquote getting carried and just giving buffs. But as a cleric, if you die, it's like very catastrophic. So yeah, it's probably a bit difficult to fit in. We're going to try this week. Hope we get it done. But Godspeed, told you. Godspeed. Depending on when you go, my videos for the second boss might be out, so like my group is gonna go on Saturday, and then if we clear, I'm probably gonna speedrun making the video on Sunday, and like at the latest post it on Monday. Yeah. Like if we clear on Saturday, I'm probably gonna take Sunday off to just get this video out because it's overdue, right? But yeah, first thing folks, fucking patch note video tomorrow. Holy moly. Alright. I guess we are headed towards the island then. My gear score is 4052, 420k, Chanta. Oh yeah, you're good. You're fine. You're more than fine. I mean, at the end of the day, right? And I don't mean this in a bad way or anything, but the only factor that is going to matter in your progression, it's not you, it's not your DPS, it's your comp and your clerics. If either of those falter, you will not succeed. Right? But if you have both of these figured out, you're bing chilling. It's gonna be a straight line to the third boss. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm gonna be honest, even if you have like 3.8k clerics with no PvE gear, if you have Templar plus Chanter in your group, you'll be on the third boss within the third lockout. And I'm not even kidding. Like, if you have both Templar and Chanter in your group, the second sanctuary is easy as fuck because the actual mechanics are not very difficult, right? Like the only thing that you're gonna have to figure out is the orbs on the first boss. Like that does require a bit of coordination. Like it's gonna take a few pulls to figure out. And then on the second boss, there's really nothing, like there's nothing major to figure out. Like the two mechanics are very simple, very simple. And for both of these mechanics, the only thing that matters is that your cleric makes it through. Like, even if the rest of the people fuck up, it doesn't matter. As long as you have at least one cleric that survives. So yeah. Wishing you the best. And I hope that your group has both of these sectors like figured out. But yeah, like if all of your group is as geared as you are, then yeah, it's gonna be pretty simple for sure. Oh yeah, more to inject that shit straight into my veins. I need to make more of these tomorrow, actually. Is it Cleric's passives while your HP is 30k, or do you put Constitution in your soul binds? It's... We do, I mean, I think every class has a passive that gives them a percent HP, right? But no, I don't have Constitution now. I don't even have Warm Benediction. I just have it's just LOP and the HP scroll that's giving me that much. Right. I don't have any actual like increased health on my gear. Well, something happened here. Is that an officer? Brother. What are you doing here? Brother, come back. I just want to talk. Oh, one more kill on that fella. The guards are a bit annoying, but it is what it is. At least it's only CCs now, right? They don't actually do damage to you anymore. Told you, mate. Yeah, I guess you weren't lying. Brother, come back. I just want to talk. I just want to talk to you. Alright, thank you. I'll be on my way now. I mean, if you're a fellow, I'll give you seconds, but I don't actually need to kill you or anything. That was nice. Nice bonus. I don't know why this guy was here, but sure, why not? Let's see what the actual island has to offer. And then if there's nothing, then that's gonna be GG's. Well, it's not looking too good so far. And Chauvet, you need to like... You need to step up your game. I mean, there's a dead guy here, I guess. I guess that there's been a bit of an aftermath, which might be the reason why people raised on this island, actually. That is entirely possible. Trust? I mean... I guess I'll even check the tracks. I typically don't, right? 10th class. Not quite the promised officer, but, you know, at least it's something. Oh, I got a gold. Look at that. This motherfucker is about to type in chat, "See, was worth it." Yeah, nothing at the tracks. He got D-ranked, I swear. Yeah, the AP abuse thing is really deranking people fast, man. It's crazy. You blink and you just drop 50 ranks. Really unfortunate stuff. Yo, thanks for killing the body block, brother. Very cool. Well, I mean, there's still one tiny stretch. You never know. You never know. Ninth class. Well, you almost got lucky, but unfortunately, this is some primo dog shit. Also D-ranked, understandable. That's fair. That's fair. I'll go check the island again. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I do have some dungeons to run, but I think I'll keep these for tomorrow. This way we have like some background stuff to run while we're talking about the dev live, because I think there's a lot we're gonna have to talk about tomorrow. So yeah, I want to keep some juice in the tank. You know what I mean? I'm also really dangerously close to being capped on dungeons this week, so. Yeah. By the way, considering I finally got the Paralyze and Decanus emote out of the way, it's time for you guys to beg for another emote, so start making those brain chemicals work. And maybe if you beg for something new, I'll eventually get around to making it. Bro, the officer is still here. I mean, I can't get anything out of this guy, right? This Cleric is 4.1k? Brother. Yeah, this guy doesn't give me anything. Well. Alright then. So I'm gonna be done for today, guys. Bit of a short one, you know. I just wanted to get the ranking farm out of the way today, since I stopped streaming a bit earlier yesterday. So I wanted to give you guys a short bonus stream to make up for it, right? So I'll be streaming tomorrow after the dev live. We'll do a big stream before the maintenance begins, and we'll discuss everything that happens in the live. in length, or at length. I think it's at length, right? We'll do some dungeoning at the same time, maybe a little bit of rifting, you know. Bear farewell to Tahabada. Tahabada has been a good server, I'm gonna be honest. Tahabada has been a good opponent. But yeah, thanks for watching today. Don't forget to follow the channel on both Twitch and YouTube if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys then. Have a great rest of your day. Have a good night if you're in the EU. And yeah, tomorrow. GG's.